Hello and welcome. That's right. Love, Death, and Movies is back from the dead after a 2 month hiatus that absolutely no one asked for, but everyone feared. Where were we? I was being stalked by the Ghostface killer who only targeted people with bad letterbox takes, and Ash was last seen trying to hunt down Tarantino's foot cult, trying to decode the deeper meaning of Uma Thurman's toes in Kill Bill. It's been weird, but hey, what's a horror movie without a questionable subplot and a completely unnecessary sequel? This is the sequel. We've survived the third act twist, rolled the credits, and now we're back to dissect, mock, and occasionally worship the blood-soaked brilliance of cinema. This is Love, Death, and Movies. I'm Harry. With me, of course, each and every week is Ash. Ash vs. Movies. Ash, how you been? It's been a while.
I've been so good, Harry, and I like that intro. I did not catch the foot cult, but we'll see.
They're on the large.
It's hard to stop them, you know?
Amen. Ash, we've been away for 2 months. It was going to be 1 month, and then it was just, rebranding stuff kind of takes a while. So it got to like a week before we were supposed to record, and then we're both like, let's just take an extra couple of weeks just to make sure that we iron this out. So it's still not fully complete. Like what people are seeing now probably is going to be different into next week or the week after. But hey, it's a teething process, but we're pretty proud of what we're doing at the moment. But we've got a whole new layout. We've got a whole new logo. We've got a cool new intro, which is pretty cool. So I hope everyone likes it. In the comments, let us know what you think. But Ash, it's been 2 months. It's actually been crazy because like we messaged each other like last week being like, yeah, dude, I fucking miss you.
I know.
It's been a while.
I haven't seen you in like 7 weeks.
Yeah. How you been, Ash?
I've been pretty good. Really busy in June. I was like really sick, and then that led into a trip and a wedding, and then that led into my husband's birthday, and then that led into 4th of July, and then it was July all of a sudden.
Hell yeah.
And then, yeah, the July's been kind of like ebbing and flowing as far as busyness. But yeah, I just been kind of doing a lot and seeing family and friends and enjoying the summer, watching some movies. Been at the theater like 4 times, I feel like, since
sick.
I last saw you.
Oh, that's actually a lot for you, though.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Like I saw Friendship. I saw Superman.
How good's
I
Friendship?
saw Materialists. Huh?
How good's Friendship?
It's good. I've seen it 3 times now, actually. Like I've seen it at home, too.
I bet you have. Where is your wife? She's in the sewer. Like there's so many great one-liners. I love it.
So how'd y'all meet?
Yeah. And yes, I think we should be back in Afghanistan.
So ridiculous. Yeah, Adam actually has the T-shirt from A24, the Friendship T-shirt that says
Nice.
like you need to touch God or something on the back. It's pretty great. Has
That's
a big
awesome.
toad on it.
That's so good.
But yeah, life's been good. How about you, sir?
Yeah, been good. I had what have we been doing? Jesus. Main thing is in June I did Sydney Film Festival,
Oh yeah.
which was like 11 days, which I could probably go through my top 10 for that if you'd like.
Do it.
Which would be good fun. I'll do that after explaining what the changes of the podcast are going to be. Well, one of the main things of what to look forward to, which it's going to be. It doesn't matter. I'll explain it after. But yeah, it was 11 days, and I watched 33 movies, but 34 screenings. I saw one of them twice. I'll tell you which one when I go through the list. I saw the best movie of the year, and I saw the worst movie of the year. So it was like, it's very much a mixed bag. But it was like the worst movie of the year, I'll tell you the top 10, but the worst movie of the year is a movie called Straight Until Morning. It's a horror movie that tries to be like a new age Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it's god awful. It's truly terrible. And I don't walk out of movies, but like it was one of those ones I was really tempted to. But the guy sitting behind me was the director of the film. And he was already kind of going through it because everyone was laughing at what should have been like the super serious moments. So I didn't really want to do that to him, so I didn't do that. But don't see that. You're like you're better than that, Ash. You're better than that. Trust me. But yes, I did that. That was good fun. And then just been working. Working's kind of crazy. I've been kind of just taking time off doing anything so I can focus on my getting my celebrant license so I can marry people. I'm basically done. All I got to do is like one phone call in a week, and then it's just waiting until it gets approved. So that's been. I'll tell you what. I mean, I was talking to you and Marta about this. The process is different in Australia. We've got like a nationwide no dickhead policy where that's like kind of the main thing of like making sure that every celebrant knows exactly every section of the law around marriage. This isn't anything about movies. I was going to say it anyway. So that's why it takes so long. Like I started this like last February, and apparently in America it's like a 2-day thing. So
It's crazy.
so, but yeah, almost done. So that'll be good fun.
I respect it.
I appreciate it. All right, so one of the big changes that we're going towards, we're going to still be doing reviewing movies, of course. Like the whole premise of this podcast all stemmed from, cutting down our letterbox watch list. Jesus, it's been a while. And it's always going to be that. But we felt like every month being one genre, it felt like we were limiting ourselves every single month of where we'd have like M. Night Shyamalan month or like Tom Cruise, and we're limiting to just 4. So we're going to change that to every 2 months is one genre, so that we can get more impact on each genre, which is, I think, is a great idea. So we're able to get a lot more diversity in towards what we're speaking about. So we're starting off with Spielberg. I'm going to create a video today, just kind of highlighting what the next 2 months are going to be. So we're, of course, talking today about Ready Player One, which I can't wait for. Then we're going on to War of the Worlds, then The Fablemans, then The Terminal, then Empire of the Sun, then Close Encounters of a Third Kind, then E.T., Munich, and then finishing it off with Schindler's List. I think this is great because we get to see kind of every aspect of his career.
Oh, yeah. 9 movies?
Yeah, I can't wait. And it's Spielly. Spielly knows what's up. But let's go into, before we start into the movie, let me just go through my top 10 of Sydney Film Festival, because there's a lot here, Ash, that you are going to fucking love. That I kind of just need to tell you.
And I can't remember like what you saw that's already now come out. Like I feel like when you say it, I'll remember.
Yep. So let me scrolling down. On Swift Horses, I saw that. That's already out. Dangerous Animals. That's the shark movie that
I want to watch that.
Yeah, you'd love that. It's good fun. It's really good fun. The director was there and he brought his 8-year-old girl, and he's just like, she hates horror. She's gonna hate this. She did, apparently. But I thought that was good fun. That's not in the top 10 though. How to Train Your Dragon remake. It's not in the top 10, but I enjoyed that. Bring Them Down, the Barry Keoghan Irish film.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty hardcore. Didn't make the top 10. And On Swift Horses also didn't make the top 10, but I enjoyed that as well. Okay, so coming in at... Oh, you need to see Together. Together came in at number 12 for me.
I'm seeing it next week.
Good. You will really like it. I really like Together. Coming in at number 10 is The Ballad of Wallace Island. It's a really lovely film that's super easy to watch. It's going to be like one of the most happy films to watch this year. I think it's going to be an absolute gem on Netflix whenever it comes to Netflix. It's all about like a guy that wins the lottery and like buys an island. This is all before the start of the film, and he uses some of his fortune to hire his favorite artist to give himself like a intimate concert, which is good fun. Ballad of Wallace Island. Number 9, The Life of Chuck. That's out now. Mm-hmm. Loved it. It was super metaphorical about why life is amazing. Number 8 is my favorite documentary of there called The Golden Spurtle, which all surrounds the World Porridge Championship. It's amazing. It's like 75 minutes. And it's just full of characters. It's incredible. Number 7 is like this year's Substance. It's called Slanted. It's all about this high school girl that goes under a radical... you'll love this one. This is one that you'll love.
I heard about this.
She goes under like a radical operation that changes her her race.
That's insane.
And it's fucking awesome. Really loved that. Number 6, I went from that straight into Twinless. Twinless is...
I can't even talk about it.
Yeah.
I can't even. Happy for you.
You're gonna love Twinless, don't worry. It's gonna, when you eventually are able to see it, because of the whole Sundance shit. By the way, the scene that people leaked online, like, it's not that fucking bad. I don't know why they...
Yeah, but it's Dylan O'Brien, and people are just so, like...
I know.
Obsessed with him that's why.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you're gonna love it. It's hilarious. It's really good. Number 5 is Sentimental Value. So that's from the same director as The Worst Person in the World. Loved it. This movie is awesome. One of the best scripts I've seen in quite some time. Number 4 is It Was Just an Accident. It won Best Picture there at Sydney Film. It also won the Palme d'Or this year. It's from an Iranian director. I should know his name. He's huge. Just opening it now. But it's immense. It's great. It's a whole story about forgiveness and and accountability and stuff like that. It's just really, really good. Pani, sorry. I can't talk today, sorry. Number 3 is Syrah, which is a Spanish film that's set in. It all surrounds these desert raves in the Moroccan desert, and it follows this father and his son as they're trying to find his daughter who's been missing for 5 months, and then they think it's at this rave. It's fucking hardcore, daunting as shit, unreal. Number 2 is what I think will win Best Picture, which is All That's Left of You, which is a movie that surrounds this family in Palestine. And it transcends from 1940s to 2020s and just shows how much the war has affected this one family's lineage, and it's all based on a true story. But number 1 is my favorite movie of the year, and the favorite movie of the Sydney Film Festival, and it won't be beaten, is Sorry Baby. If you haven't seen Sorry Baby, go watch Sorry Baby. Best script I've seen in years. It's written, directed, and starring Eva Victor. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. It's really powerful, but it's hilarious at the same time. Eva Victor is truly incredible in every sense of the word. But yeah, so that is Sydney Film Festival. That's what I've done. So should we just get into the movie then, Ash? Should we start up Spielberg? All right, so we're starting up Steven Spielberg 2 months. I don't know, what do we call it? Era every time? So we always call it month.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a whole era, but we'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll think of something. See, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, we're workshopping shit on the fly. So a quick synopsis. This is for Ready Player One. A better reality awaits. When the creator of a popular video game system dies, a virtual contest is created to compete with his fortune. So a budget of 175 mil, box office is 607.8 mil. That's that Spielberg effect. That's what he does. So this is Ready Player One. Ash, is this the first time you've seen it?
No, I've seen this movie a bunch. I saw it when it came out, and then I think I probably watched it every couple of years. I think I've probably seen it 4 times now. 4 or 5.
Nice. What'd you think?
I love this movie. I think it's super corny, but I think that it works. And I think that if you're a lover of the 80s like I am, I think that it's definitely going to work for you. I just think that it's not something that I can personally speak to because I haven't seen or read the book, but I don't have an issue with obviously the adaptation because I don't know the source materials. I know it's a complaint for people, but that aside, I just think that it's a really fun movie. I think that the way that they're able to have all of this pop culture in one place, and obviously do it in this dystopian world where things are pretty fucked, let's be honest. It's pretty fucked up. The premise of it and the way they're living, and obviously the escape to virtual reality. It's 2025, and I feel like this is closer and closer to being a real thing, right? I think it's a really interesting look on what that can do to a society and do to people and their motivations. But I also think at its core, it's just a fun, corny movie with a bunch of 80s references, probably made for Gen X, but I feel like millennials can still really love it, obviously. But you know me, I love 80s movies. Some of the ones Back to the Future, Nightmare on Elm Street, some of the John Hughes movies. all of that is so ingrained in my childhood and even my adulthood still. So yeah, I just love it. Great music, great fun. And also the video game aspect I think is done really well. The CGI is not great, but considering it's supposed to be a virtual world, more like a video game versus putting CGI in New York City or something, for example, it works better.
Works way better.
Yeah.
It looks like a video game in the best way possible. Yep. Also, I completely agree. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite books of all time. So if you haven't read the book, I highly recommend because it's the same sort of premise, but it's completely different. There's so much more, which is awesome. I remember when this got announced and said Spielberg is directing it. And I was like, cool. He's the only one that can do this, because he's the only one that would be able to get the rights for everything that needed for them to get rights for, They're not able to do Child's Play references or Indiana Jones or Back to the Futures if it isn't for Spielberg. And it's an entire pop culture celebration of a book, of a story, and no one would be able to do it but Spielberg.
Well, especially someone who's been making movies, since the mid 70s and through the 80s, it makes a lot of sense. Also, I have a question for you because I feel like I see this complaint a lot that this doesn't feel like a Spielberg movie. So do you feel like it feels like one, or does it feel like something kind of outside of his norm?
Like, I don't know, it feels like new age Spielberg, sure, but like
Mm-hmm.
Spielberg just has so many genres. Like we just listed out
Right.
all everything we're doing in the next couple of months, from like
There's
War of
no
the Worlds to
overlaps.
The Terminal to E.T. to Schindler's List. This guy can do any genre. He
Yeah.
just does like blockbusters, right? Like that's kind of like what he does in terms of like fun, good blockbusters, but he also can do an intimate story, and I think this is very much on that par.
Yeah.
It's a grand story, and I think he's kind of in terms of that scale, he would be one of the only ones. A lot of people can do that, but in terms of being able to get the rights for everything that needed to get rights for, he is truly the only one that could do it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't necessarily think that there's like a Spielberg feel. Like, yes, he makes big blockbusters that people usually want to see, but you can't really say that any of his movies feel the same when you make something like Schindler's List to Hook or what. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just such a range of a career that I don't think that he really has like a that's a Spielberg. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have like quite that level of filmography where it's that noticeable to me, at least, that it's like so distinct. So I agree. I think that it works that it's him. But
Oh yeah.
I saw that argument in a lot of reviews that people didn't feel like it felt like a Spielberg movie.
What's this?
So
Yeah,
what does that mean? I don't know.
but like I whatever that means for sure. But then
Yeah.
this has source material, you know.
Exactly.
Like this needed to feel like the source material, not feel like the director in a way.
Well,
a-
he's done a lot of that. He's did, Jurassic Park is an adaptation.
Yep.
Jaws technically is an adaptation. Like so many, he does that a lot. Even Color Purple is like a musical. So he's kind of known for doing a lot of adaptations.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, we could fight people right now, Ash. Let's fuck
Let's
them
do
up.
it.
Fuck them all. All right, Ash. Let's get into this. So I'm going to stop periodically, of course, as we always do. You let me know if you want me to stop any other time. Anyway, I won't take offense. In 2045, many of Earth's population centers have become slum-like cities. To escape their desolation, people engage in a virtual reality world of the Oasis, where they can engage in numerous activities from work, education, and entertainment. Users have discovered Anorak's Quest inside Oasis, a game programmed by the late Oasis creator James Halliday, played by Mark Rylance, who's fucking great in this.
Nobody else
Like,
could have played that character.
he's wholeheartedly. I think he's a brilliant casting for this. He's like he gets that really introverted nerd, that
yeah.
old introverted nerd.
So weird and quirky.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first to find the Easter egg, locked behind a gate requiring 3 keys within Anorak's Quest, is promised full ownership of Oasis, among other gifts. Now, what people don't know going into this is like being like in terms of value, this is like getting Amazon, Facebook, and like Twitter and all the other biggest tech conglomerates combined. That's kind of like the fortune that you would possess. This has attracted a number of gunters, which is the kind of term they use for egg hunters, to play the game. Innovative online industries known as IOI, a video game conglomerate and manufacturer of most of the virtual reality equipment used to access Oasis, also wants ownership. The new CEO of the company, Nolan Sorrento, played by Ben Mendelsohn, also known as Bendo Mendo, has amassed an army of debt indentured players known as Sixes due to their 6-digit identifications. Everyone has their own username like any other kind of video game that you play, but Sixes have just numbers to seek the prize. However, to date, no one has managed to finish the first quest, which is a vehicle race across an ever-shifting version of New York City. So Ash, kind of just to stop here, before we get into knowing our first character, how sick is this first task?
The first task
Yeah,
to get the
whole
keys.
yeah,
Or yeah.
the
Yeah,
first
it's
like the race.
it's pretty wild. I mean, yeah, I love the whole introduction of the world and kind of what everyone's on a mission for. And it makes sense. Like most of these people don't have a lot, so obviously this big fortune would probably help a lot of people. But also I think a lot of people obviously just enjoy living outside of their own reality in that world. So whether they get it or not, I think just like competing for the chance is kind of everything to them. So I think it's really cool. And I think it makes sense. You need like something that's going to give them enough motivation to go to the lengths they end up going to, right?
Yeah, No,
So,
for sure. Well, because I've read the book, I'm just going to give you like throughout this, I'm just going to give you little facts of like different things that happen in the book than in the movie. So the movie's a lot more like narrowed down. That it's just 3 keys open up a gate.
okay.
So in the book, it's like each key has its gate, and so you have to find the key, and then you have to find the gate, and then it's like a task for each one. You get a clue. It's like a clue. So this race was never a thing in the book. So the
Oh, that's
first
interesting.
task. Everyone got given this riddle, when Halliday died. And the riddle is: the copper key awaits explorers in a tomb filled with horrors. But you have much to learn if you hope to earn a place among the high scorers. So the solution is Tomb of Horrors, the Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So Wade figures out, our main character Wade, figures out this refers to the Dungeons and Dragons module, Tomb of Horrors, and is located on the planet Ludus. So Ludus is anyone can access there for free, and it's the educational world. It's where all the schools are.
Okay.
So the tomb filled with horrors, you have much to learn. So he knows that it's on Ludus, yada yada yada. And then inside this tomb, he has to play a perfect game of joust, which is the 2 dodo
Yeah.
birds that they reference later on, against a Lynch King, which is known as Asarak. And if he wins, you win the copper key. So it's kind of different. You can't really translate that into movies, so that's why when
Yeah.
I knew that they were going to change the different tasks, I was like, makes sense. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just trying to like visualize how that would be done in a movie, and I really can't. I feel like that's definitely
can't.
something that had to be written on paper. But yeah, I think the first, going back to your original question, because I didn't really fully answer it, but going back to like the race, like the task, I think it is a
Yeah.
little bit funny that the whole thing with Wade, and I'm not sure if the book's like this, but like he's so obsessed with Halliday and knows
He is.
everything about him. Like I think it's a little bit of a corny storyline. Like even later
Yeah.
when the girl tells him like, no one knows him better than you. You know, it's really funny. But I love that he learns about going backwards just from listening to a conversation in that museum. Like, what if we could just go backwards? And then it's like, oh, light bulb clicks, and it is pretty cool watching him go backwards through that raceway. That's a pretty sick scene. But yeah, I just think it's kind of funny. Like the way he's obsessed with him is kind of the reason he's able to get where he gets. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem like normal behavior, but you know, if it helps you win what he does, then I guess it's worth it.
Oh, for sure. I reckon this scene's great because it kind of just showcases Spielberg's potential or ability to put in as many fucking Easter eggs as possible
Oh,
in
yeah.
one scene. There's everything like King Kong, Jurassic Park,
Yep.
like all the different vehicles, the Atari slide.
And then he drives a DeLorean, obviously, like as you know, Wade does. So
Is it Atari? Am I crazy?
Atari, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I was nuts. Yeah, the DeLorean, all the idea of like he's riding behind people so that he can get their coins, and like that's how he gets
Yeah.
fuel. I love that. Those are like all these little inclusions that I thought was really really cool. But yeah. So
Absolutely.
let's continue on. So Wade Watts is played by Ty Sheridan, who I thought was going to become way bigger than he is after this.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing that much.
No, I thought you're the face of a Spielberg film. You kind of made it, and well, I
Guess
hope
not
he's okay.
always.
Yeah, so he's orphaned. He's a 20-year-old Gunter who lives in Columbus, Ohio, in one of the slums, and he lives with his aunt. So this is different to the book. The book, he's at high school. He's in high
Oh,
school.
wow.
He's like on Ludus has to, while they're doing in the between keys and stuff, he's finishing like his schooling so that he
Okay.
can. Yeah, it's really cool. But
That actually makes sense to me because I feel like the vibe of the movie plays like a high schooler, but
For sure.
he's not. So I always kind of wondered like why that was. It felt kind of young.
yeah, exactly. Agreed. But in the Oasis, Wade goes by his avatar Parzival, and has partnered with H, a male avatar that serves as a virtual mechanic. He later befriends well-known player Artemis, after saving her from dying in-game, referred to being zoned out, which would reset her avatar's character progression and remove all of her goods. Wade decides to study the virtual Oasis library to learn about Halliday's personal life, hoping to find a hint to finish the race. Wade learns that Halliday felt regret when he had to accept the resignation of his partner, Ogden Morrow, played by Simon Pegg, he was always going to be in this film. Simon Pegg's like the movie nerd in all of Hollywood. You know what I mean? I read his biography, Simon Pegg's, and it's literally titled like this film nerd or something. So I'm like,
That's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, he's cool. Accept the resignation of his partner Ogden Morrow over a personal falling out, musing, quote, why can't we just go backwards for once? Backwards, really fast as we can. Really put the pedal to the metal. Like they really kind of put an emphasis. Like
Little spoon fed there.
little bit, but it's okay. So at the next race, Wade reverses from the start line, finding a hidden safe path to the finish line. He gains the first key, a clue to the next quest. H and Artemis, as well as players Daito and Sho, follow Wade to follow the quest, and the 5 appear on the global scoreboards, becoming known as the High Five. So that's all real. Like that's in turn, Daito and Sho are fucking awesome in the book. They're like they got. I'll tell them what happens. I'll tell you what happens to them later on, but it's kind of fucked up. So IOI takes interest in them, of course. Like they're the only people that know how to get past the first key. Desiring to learn their real-life identities, so bounty hunter IROC, played by T.J. Miller, overhears Wade tell Artemis his real name, disclosing it to Sorrento, who approaches Wade in an attempt to convince him to join IOI to solve Anorak's quest, but Wade refuses. In retaliation, Sorrento has his assistant, this is a tough name, Final Zandor. She's not in the book. She attacks Wade's slum, killing Wade's aunt and her boyfriend, which is just so... Is her boyfriend Galactus? Is that Ralph Ineson? I think it is.
Is that who that is?
I think it might be, just now that I'm thinking about it.
I was looking at him thinking that he looked very familiar, but I never actually looked it up.
Please.
So I feel like you might be onto something. But he looks very familiar.
Oh,
it is... Yeah, you're right.
Fuck yeah, I knew it.
That's
it's just
him.
because I just saw Fantastic Four, which is fine. By the way, before we continue, so the character of IROC in the book is not a bounty hunter. He's just a school bully. That's all he is. He's nothing more than a school bully, but he does go to he does kind of try to blackmail H and Parzival into getting more information. And he's like, if you don't tell me, I'll go to the chat boards and say that I know you and tell them everything about you that I know. And that's all he does. So they've turned that character into this weird bounty hunter. It's just kind of like an extra antagonist. I get it. But yeah, whatever. So wildly, his aunt and her boyfriend die, which is kind of crazy. So Wade is rescued by Artemis's real-life friends and is taken to a Gunter hideout in Columbus, where he meets Artemis's player, which is Samantha Cook, played by Olivia Cook. The two discover that Halliday has once dated Kira, who later became Morrow's wife, and was the source of their falling out. In the virtual Oasis archives, Wade wins a bet with its curator, who's just like a librarian, regarding whether Kira's memory remains anywhere within the archives, winning a 25-cent coin and access to Halliday's memories of Kira, which turn out to be the entrance of the second quest. And the second quest is a recreation of The Shining. The High Five team each gain the second key and the clue for the next quest in the Castle Anorak on Planet Doom. Okay. So I'll stop there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so much happens in all that chunk.
I know, but it's literally 30 minutes and it's just huge progression.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you have to do with turning a whole book into a movie, I guess. But what's your thoughts of the second quest, the second thing? I think it's pretty cool. But also the whole meeting at Artemis in real life, it's kind of a bit cliche, but it is.
Yeah, you're talking about the dancing, right?
Mm. Yeah, but then after it, when the whole stack gets blown up, he gets kidnapped. It seems, but it's by Artemis's real life gang.
Yeah, by her guy that's walking. Yeah, the same guy who later is just casually buying groceries and
with a giant face tattoo.
Yeah, he looks so innocent. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I remembered the actual task. Is this the one that they get from dancing?
Oh, the dancing. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry. Yep. I skipped a scene which I'll go back to that includes dancing. So
it's okay. I just wanted to make sure I was that is the right task, right?
No, you're correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so many cool scenes in here. I think the scene where they go into the nightclub and dance while floating, I think that's really cool. Yeah. It's also very much sort of foreshadowing to the dancing ghosts kind of thing with Kira later. And then obviously the Shining scene is like it's just really fun. Like, and even all
Yeah.
the different like horror kind of elements that they bring in. But I think that's a really cool aspect of the movie, and even how they enter into the Overlook, and it's just, I think it's really cool. But yeah, the introduction to Nolan and really like his motivations and finding out he worked for Halliday and Morrow, and I don't know, to me this movie has so many classic tropes, right? Like he's falling in love with the girl in the video game, and like she's afraid he's not, gonna like the way she looks, and the guy who worked with Halliday who kind of brushed off is like his arch nemesis who wants to take everything from him. Like it's those classic like 80s tropes, but it works so well because it's like paying homage almost, to me, is how I like see it, even though I know it's based on a book. But the movie just feels like a big love letter to like that era of film, and just pop culture in general. So I think it's just great. But I do love that task. I think that the inclusion of like a love story, or like he couldn't quite make it work with her, but his best friend partner married her. Like, are you kidding me? What more, like, it's tragic. It's absolutely tragic.
It is, and that's all real in the book as well. They added a like a little side story in the movie with Sorrento being like their assistant,
Yeah.
or something, which I didn't mind because it brought up like how he wanted to like include like advertising and shit like that. I kind of like that as an inclusion. I thought that was a really cool inclusion. This, of course, not. This isn't. None of the quests are the same in the book, except for the last one's kind of. It's not really. It kind of is. But so the jade key. So it's the captain conceals the jade key in a dwelling long neglected, but you can only blow the whistle once all the trophies are collected. So that's the clue. So the solution is the captain is a reference to Captain Crunch, the breakfast cereal.
Okay.
The whistle is the Captain Crunch toy whistle that came in one of the packs during the time. So Wade finds the jade key on Frozboz, which is one of the planets. After playing the classic game Zork, which is like a click around adventure game, and you have to go. So you go into a house and you basically got to find these 19 trophies. And once he blows the whistle, once he has the 19 trophies, it reveals the key. So again, can't really picture that. But the idea of going into a movie, because you know how I said that there's basically six tasks in the book. So there's one for each key and then one for each gate that the key opens. So the copper gate, so the one that he got for the first one, he goes into and he's there playing the movie War Games. That's right. That's what I thought it was called. Something different. War Games with Matthew Broderick, and he basically has to recite it as if he's the main character. So he's playing himself, and it's like he's playing Matthew Broderick, and he has to like recite it word for word. That character's lines and everything, and it's really cool because there's like after it, it's like the months after that was solved, like companies had created a business out of it, and like created these like it's like a new immersive way to watch movies, is that you play as one of the characters. And it's really cool. Like I would never. I like just sitting on my ass, but I think that's pretty damn cool. So you that, and the extra life token that he gets from the curator, spoilers, that's not from the curator. In the book, he thinks that the dwelling long neglected is like this like retro video games like planet that he goes to, and in the like basement of all the planet is this Pac-Man machine, classic Pac-Man machine, where it has James Halliday's high score, and he basically beats it, and it's like getting it's like eating every pellet in like 99 levels, and then he gets like a special token, and then that's what that token is in the book.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the idea of the
I keep
recreation
looking down because Scooter is like, he's doing all kinds of things with his bed. He is like, he's digging himself up a spot.
Yeah, he's just making himself comfortable.
Continue. I'm sorry. It was very distracting.
No, all good. No, I love the idea of the Shining, the inclusion of that. I think that's really, really cool. And also like the whole idea of just like it's like something that the creator hated, like a creation that original creators hate, or whatever. The
fact that exactly, he didn't like the movie.
Yeah, it's like a good little inclusion of like, because everyone knows that about Stephen King. It's like weirdly he hates the adaptation of The Shining, which
Yeah.
a lot of people think is like his best adaptation. But I like that reference towards it because it's all about Kira then, and that's what it kind of is about anyway. I think that's
It
really
is, but also the fact that the movie itself is an adaptation of a book. And like the movie itself actually is kind of meta in multiple ways. But yeah, it's interesting when you break it down to think like, okay, they included that because it speaks to like a real author, but also speaks to like the character in the movie, but also speaks to the fact that this movie is an adaptation. And funny enough, people ended up not liking it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the author of the book, but yeah, it's interesting. But I do love that he gets the token, and then obviously that comes back around at the end. Of course, it has to, because in this kind of story, everything goes exactly how it should go, to perfectly line up for him to have that when he needs it the most.
It has to. It's like it's just like it's such a MacGuffin. Oh, is it MacGuffin?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's kind of
kind
like
of.
it's like plot armor in a way.
Yeah.
But like, who cares? Like
Who cares?
it's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
fun. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. So Xandor discovers, which is the real life weird sidekick. Oh, before I start this, so in the book there's this whole segment. So the book goes across like years
Okay.
of like it's not just done within weeks. Like it goes across years where Wade kind of confesses his love to Artemis in that Og's birthday and dance floor. And they like broke contact for like months on end, like years. And it's so he kind of like moves away from the stack and creates his whole new identity and has like a house in Columbus, I think. And he figures out that he has to kind of like the Sixers kind of start solving everything, and no one knows how they're doing it. So he gets himself indentured, so he becomes a Sixer. So he gets like a fake identity and assumes it, and that has a huge debt. So he goes into indenturement to kind of hack their systems inside to find out exactly what they know. And that's how he kind of like is able to get through all the keys and shit in the book, which I think's really cool. And one of the reasons why he does that is because the Sixers kill Daito or Sho, one of them.
Wow.
Like they like in real life they hunt him down and kill him. Which they can't do in this story because it's children. Like it's kind of crazy.
So he's not a child in the book?
I think that one. I think he's a bit older. But he's like 20. Like he's not
Still a kid though, 20?
Still a
Like,
kid. There was like it was like found out that like he like unalived himself out of a window, and then like Daito or Sho, whichever one survived. Was talking to Wade, he's just like, he would never have done that. And he like revealed like the audio, and the audio is like you hear people coming into the apartment. It's like really fucked up.
Sounds like the book is a lot darker.
Especially that section for sure. And there's like a lot into it that goes through like depression and shit of what he's going through and stuff, which is really like, oh man, read the book. The book's so good.
I'll have to read it.
And it's if you listen to it with Audible, it's Will Wheaton. He everyone loves Will Wheaton. He voices it. But that's just another little fun fact. But Xandor discovers the Gunter hideout and kidnaps Samantha. Meanwhile, Wade is rescued by the real-life players of H, Daito and Sho, who've been taken into hiding in H's van. In the Oasis, they learn that that IOI has erected a force field blocking access to the castle, maintained by the Sixers, including an enslaved Samantha. While Wade hacks into IOI signals into the Oasis and hacks Sorrento's personal account and blackmails Sorrento into revealing Samantha's location and communication access code to free her, and sends a message to all Oasis players about IOI activities, convincing millions to join their side. I think this idea is sick, how he like hacks into his visor and makes it look like he thinks that he's out of the unit, but he's not. I think that's such a cool inclusion. They don't do that in the book. I think that's probably my favorite inclusion of all of that, like one little scene. I think that's really cool. With H, Daito, and Sho leading the players, Samantha is able to shut down the field by accessing the real-world IOI war room as a Sixer and allowing Wade inside. Wade finds that several Sixers have found the Atari room, trying to determine which Atari 26,000 game was Halliday's favourite. Choosing the wrong one leads to being zeroed out after precisely 1 minute. Sorrento and Wade recognise the game as adventure, but successfully completing it causes the playing Sixer to zero out. So he finished the game and then he dies. What the fuck? Sorrento activates the catalyst, which is a thing that destroys the entire world. After the confrontation with Wade and Sho, which zero outs all players on Planet Doom. However, the Curator's coin is revealed to be an extra life protecting Wade's avatar. Continuing the quest, Wade deduces that the goal is not to win adventure, but to find its own Easter egg. This entire movie is about Easter egg. It's an Easter egg story. It's about finding the Easter egg. Upon doing so, he is given the last key. Also to touch on, the game Adventure is known as the first Easter egg in pop culture. It was the first, so that's why it was important. Wade uses the keys to open a gate in the castle, where he's congratulated and presented with a contract by Anorak. Recognizing it as the one Morrow had to sign on his termination, Wade declines. Anorak transforms into a projection of Halliday, who reveals that was the final test, which centered around his biggest regret in life. Halliday offers Wade the opportunity to wipe out the Oasis with a big red button if he considers it for the best, and otherwise awards him with the golden egg, granting Wade the control of the Oasis. Sorrento and Xander are arrested, and IOI's indentured servitude division removed, heavily restructuring the company. Wade shares control of Oasis with the other members of the High Five, which is adorable. Morrow offers to help consult on a salary of 25 cents, while revealing he had been the Oasis's curator the entire time, of course. The High Five decide to have Oasis shut down for twice a week to coax people into spending more time in experiencing and fixing problems in the real world, while Wade and Samantha form a romantic relationship and move in together. This is Ready Player One. What do you think about Ready Player One before I tell you what the real ending is?
Okay. Couple scenes that I care about mentioning.
Absolutely.
The fact that they are hooked up to their VR in the back of that van and like doing it.
I hated that.
You hated it?
Hated that.
Why?
Because it looks so stupid. Of just being like, you got to get in this fight. Doing this.
I just think it's really funny to like be like doing VR on the go, like on the road while you're trying to not be captured. I just thought it was really funny.
So can I tell you what happened in the book? And it's probably because I probably don't like it because I know what happened in the book.
Yeah.
So they all get into like a chat room, like a virtual chat room, where he's telling everyone, he's like, yo, Daito, or wait, which one? I'm just going to look up quickly just so I stop doing this. Does Daito or Sho die in the book? It'll tell me. Yeah, Daito dies. So he gets into a chat room with the rest of the High Five minus Daito, and basically he's like, yo, Daito's dead. This is everything they're about to do. We have to get this done. And we've only got like 12 hours to do it. They're about to find the last game. And then someone goes, and he's like, well, where can we go that's safe if they're already killing people? Like, where are we going that's safe? And then you hear this, well, I can help you. And it's Ogden Morrow that's just been invisible. That he's just been in every one of their chat rooms. And like, because throughout the book, there's like little glitches in the chat room. It's just always actually been him. So he finds everyone. He already knows where everyone is. And he's just like, I know you're in Japan. I know you're in Toronto. If you walk outside, there's already a driver waiting for you. Flies them all to his estate, which is built brick by brick to be identical to Rivendell. And he gives them all an immersive hub to like fight in. Like, so each person has like a closed away room.
Yeah. How can you not like that more? Like,
instead of like in the back of a van being like, you gotta get in this fight.
From what you've told me about the book, I just don't feel like it works on screen. Like watching people chat in like a chat room and being all over the place, like different cities, like that would be just, I feel like that'd be like a 6-hour long movie. Like it'd just be so much content.
I just think
to have
the whole thing in the
visuals.
back of the van looks dumb. That's my only opinion on
Okay,
that.
well, I disagree. I don't think it looks dumb. I think it's pretty fun, but I get what you're saying. I was just gonna mention that I thought it was really over the top though when Wade like does like a roundhouse like spin and then kicks Nolan at the or kicks like the door open or whatever to kick that girl out. I think it's not Nolan, it's the girl, his assistant or whatever. But
Yeah.
that was pretty ridiculous. And then when he's like, "I have something I need to do first," and he like kisses Samantha, just some of those epic like again cheesy movie tropes that we see a lot of.
That works.
It does
for
work.
sure.
And then the other scene I want to talk about was the big "we're not gonna take it" fight scene. I mean, obviously like the big like it's almost like the Marvel, Infinity War equivalent kind of scene where it's like every character you could possibly think of coming forward, including this little fucker right here I got behind
That's
me.
so good.
Although I didn't love the way
Fucking
he was.
Chucky.
I didn't like the way he was animated super well, but I thought it was still really funny. And like Mega Godzilla, there's just Freddy Krueger. I mean, it's just so many great Easter eggs again in that scene, and it's like the big epic fight. So I just think it's really fun and worth mentioning. But yeah, I mean, I think this movie, it's corny as hell, but I love it. And I think it's fun. And I like to watch it, once every 1 to 2 years because I just think it's a good time. It puts a smile on my face. I think the soundtrack is great. Obviously, like I said, I love the 80s. So all of these things work for me. I don't have anything to compare it to, but I think it's cool to learn about the book. I definitely want to read it. I think that Nolan is a great type of villain in this story. Obviously he's very motivated by money and his own like self-interest. Which is perfect in a story like this. And then you have Wade, who's kind of on the opposite end and just wants a better life for everybody. Also, can we talk about the fact that Nolan has literally got a gun and about to go kill a kid, and everybody's just like, okay, I guess we better let him pass by us and just pave the way for him.
Yeah. Are you telling me in dystopian America you guys
Yeah.
don't have guns?
Right. Like nobody's prepared to like fight
In
against this guy.
Columbus? Come on.
It just seemed a little unrealistic, but
That's the most unrealistic part of the entire
Yeah.
movie. I agree.
yeah. But no, I think the ending is obviously, it's great. It's wholesome. It's, full circle. And yeah, I love Mark Rylance as Halliday. I think he's probably the best cast person in this movie. I do like Ty Sheridan. I think he's fine as Wade. I don't really know a lot of him in anything else, so I can't really say he's like perfectly cast. But yeah, I think everyone's great. But I do think that Mark Rylance and Bendo Mendo, whatever you call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bendo Mendo.
I think they're probably the best casts in
Yeah,
the movie.
agree. I thought Ben Mendelsohn, like, as soon as that was announced, I was like, oh, yeah, that's perfect. Because he plays that schmuck character so well.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and last thing I'll say before my score is I really love the scene where they go shopping. And it's like every like video game you could possibly think of. You have like Dungeons and Dragons, Halo, Borderlands, like Mortal Kombat, like everything. I think it's the best way to include weapons and like different items you can get in the Oasis is like literally every single video game that's
Yep.
ever existed. So, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. Such a great time. I understand some of the complaints, but at the same time, just have fun, people. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I wholeheartly agree. I've given this 4.5. I think this is just great. This is a great fun time. This is like based on this is my Letterboxd review from 2024. Based on IP level alone, no one but Steven Spielberg could get this made. It's undeniable. Like no one could get
Absolutely.
this made to this level. But like all my rewatches is just this is comfort. Like this is an absolute comfort movie for me. It's so nostalgic for all the right points, and it's impossible to do a full adaptation. Like that's what an adaptation is. It's adapting. It's not just a full mirror. And I think they did it the absolute best way that they could with this movie. Like everyone could be like, oh, you could do a series and stuff. Fuck that. It's Steven Spielberg. He's not going to do an HBO series. And if it's not him, no one else can do this. This is the best that we could have got.
Yeah.
There's a sequel called Ready Player 2. It's nowhere near as good as the first one. And it will never get made. Like it was originally going to get made because like before the book even came out. Like, oh, yeah, it's already in pre-production. And then the book came out. And every review was like, yeah, this book fucking sucks. It's like they just do the same shit again. It's like for no reason. It's like, oh, there's another Halliday Easter egg. Yeah, it's just not that good.
I was just looking. The book was only written in 2011 or published, so it's not that old.
It's not that old. I really recommend. Like, if you really like this movie, definitely read the book. It just builds on the world. The world's so cool.
I love world building books, so I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's not too long as well, which is really, really cool. But that is our review for Ready Player One. So next week we are watching... Oh, fuck yeah, War of the Worlds.
You've
Let's
been
go.
excited about this for a
I
while.
can't wait. Not my blood. Let's go. I can't wait for this. But until next time, we're going to just go into our draft of the week. Well, are we doing collab draft? What are you going to do?
Adaptations?
Yeah, so we're doing best movie... book to movie adaptations that don't include true stories. So no biopics or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or can include true stories or just no biopics.
I just was I honestly
I'm
forgot
happy for fictional.
I forgot we were doing collaborative, so I did
That's
not.
okay. We don't have to.
Okay.
Let's
Let's save
that's
that.
fine. Okay. Cool. Best book to movie adaptations. So it's just fictional.
I mean, I just more was thinking like a way to like narrow it down to more options or like I guess different options was just to get rid of some of the biopic things like, you know, Oppenheimer's based on, you know, true events, and you have like The Social Network, which is based on a book. Technically they're all kind of based on like books, but they're true events or real people.
Well,
so I was
just
more
do
just
fictional
thinking,
then.
yeah, fictional.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. How many answers do you want each?
You want to do like 6?
Okay, done. I've said that you can go first, by the way.
Okay, perfect.
In my notes, I'm like, yeah, you can start us off.
Well, I think just in honor of Spielberg month, and since we're not going to do this one on the pod, which
Already
don't
writing it
come
down.
for us that we're not doing some of his big movies,
We did
I'm going to pick Jurassic Park because it's my favorite movie of his. I don't know why we didn't decide to do this one. I think it's just we wanted to watch some other movies of his we hadn't seen. And also Jaws we did last summer, so we've already tackled that. So don't come for us. But I'm going to take Jurassic Park.
That's a good pick. It's a really good pick. Nice, yeah. We already. Also, I just watched the latest Jurassic World, and I don't really want to watch any dinosaur stuff at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
That latest, dude. Just stop making these fucking movies. Just stop. They're so bad. They're so bad.
Just so sick of franchise movies.
Anyway, I'm going to take The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
Nice. I figured you were going to take that. Now, could I take Fellowship or no?
You can if you want.
That's my favorite Lord of the Rings movie.
That's a good one. I don't think it's one of those series where I just don't think there's a wrong pick.
Oh no, they're all 5 stars, but that one's just the one I find myself like excited throughout the most, like when I'm watching it. I think that's just because I love like the journey, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know, it just warms my heart. No, I'll change it up. I've taken that movie and or a Lord of the Rings movie in so many drafts that we've done. I want to try to bring new movies about that we haven't talked about.
Love it.
One that I don't think I've really drafted before, or maybe I have, but I don't remember, is Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh, love that.
I love
Good.
that movie. It's going up for me on every rewatch, and it's just so powerful, so emotional. Haven't read the book, but
Love it.
would be curious to read it.
That's great. I kind of have to pick Jaws.
Yeah.
I have to have at least one Stevie in there.
We each got our favorite.
Yep. I'm happy
I
with
love that.
Nice.
Okay. Next, I guess I'll take one that I actually have it right behind me, so I better just grab it. And that is The Princess Bride.
Oh, good pick. Love that.
I have my Criterion, which looks like the book on the movie cover, which is cool.
Oh, is that the Criterion? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a really nice pick. That's cool.
Looks like the book. I love it. So
Nice. Okay. There's so many that you could take, eh? Do I go? No, I'm not going to go that route yet. Is that even a true story? I'm going to go with How to Train Your Dragon.
What's a book?
Pretty sure it's a book, yeah.
I did not know this. I had actually
Let me just
not
double
seen
check.
those movies.
Oh, yo. Oh.
Yeah. I think I thought that I had seen the first one, but I realized that I hadn't. I was getting it confused with another movie.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know.
How to Train Your Dragon is based on a book, yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. Fuck yeah.
Okay, next I'm going to take one of my favorite new watches of last year, and that is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Damn it.
And I just watched that episode of Always Sunny today where Frank does his The one where he goes on his little mental health journey and goes to the hospital.
Oh, it's so good. Because rewatching it, I was just like, oh, fuck yeah, Danny's in here. I completely forgot.
It's so great that they implemented that into the show.
That's so funny. No way, this is not. Is this based on a book? No way. Okay, does novellas count?
I'm trying to think what you were going to pick.
This shocked me. The movie Arrival is based on the novella Story of Your Life by Ted Chiang.
I mean, I don't see why a novella wouldn't count.
Cool, well, I pick Arrival.
Well, that's one of your favorite movies, so that works well.
Fuck yeah, it does. Also, I love your Beetlejuice.
Thanks, yeah.
Light.
I got all kinds of good stuff up here. I got Ash, I got Freddy.
With the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood book. I loved that book. Have you read it?
No, I actually haven't read it yet.
It's great, though.
But I
it's
have
great.
it.
Gives you it answers a lot of questions.
Okay.
Like, did he kill his wife? Like, answers it.
Okay, yeah, I definitely need to. My reading is not something I like go to often. I've actually been reading a lot of thrillers, which I'm in the middle of one right now. But when I'm done, I want to get to some of my movie books. Okay, next I'm going to take another favorite new watch of last year, just an absolute masterpiece, and that's No Country for Old Men.
Oh, good one.
This movie does not get the appreciation that it deserves. Probably my favorite Josh Brolin performance ever.
Yeah.
And Tommy Lee Jones, honestly.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yes, I'm going to take Blade Runner.
Nice.
It's based on the book Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
I really want to watch Blade Runner 2049. I feel like I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters.
It's spectacular.
Yeah.
Spectacular movie.
Nice. Okay, my last pick, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to get one that has multiple movie adaptations made from the book, but I'm going to take Little Women, and I'm going to take the Greta Gerwig version. I do think it's better, but I do like the other one as well with Winona Ryder. It's also very good if you haven't seen it.
No, I do love it. That's a good pick. There's so many I could take right now, but like I could take Shawshank, I could take The Help, Stand By Me, could take Hunger Games, could take any of the Potters.
Yeah, I know. I thought about Harry Potter, but there's so many that I was just like, I'll forget it this time.
I'm going to take Green Mile.
Nice. We know you love that one.
Love that movie. So that is it. So to recap, Ash took Jurassic Park, Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Princess Bride, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, No Country for Old Men, and Little Women. Myself, How's Daddy? I took the Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Jaws, How to Train Your Dragon, which is a wild triple feature.
Yeah.
Arrival, Blade Runner, and The Green Mile. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So comment down below who you think won, I guess. Even though, in my eyes, we're both winners, Ash.
Always.
and next time, please do watch War of the Worlds. I can't wait to rewatch that movie. That's going to be great fun.
Yeah.
Getting back with TC as well. It'll be good.
I can't escape him when it comes to you.
It just happens. But can't wait. But until then, I'm Harry. It's Ash. Love Death Movies. We'll see you in the movies.